What is up, all my chosen ones? Jazz Roy's back at it again, and today we are going to be discussing why, oh why did I decide to 3x my position on Mononoke INU, despite how new it is. Before we get into it, guys, please smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. We're almost at 1K. We've been flying our ways up through the algorithms, guys. You guys are wonderful. Feel free to leave some comments, interact with me. I will do my best to respond back to each and every comment. You know, I love you guys, man. So, anyways, let's get back to it. Mononoke. As you can see right now, we're looking at the DEX tools. We are looking at a price of 10 zeros 11. So, to simplify, this is what this means. For the price of $11 at the time I'm recording this, you will get 1 trillion tokens for $11. This actually is like even lower than when I first bought in. Now, looking at the chart, it is going down. However, I've been in the Telegram throughout this last couple of days, and it's been popping, guys. I'm going to be real with you. It's been popping. The game teaser actually released itself. And once again, when I saw that the game teaser was going to come out, I felt that I should take advantage. It was actually last night. And it was a sweet spot right around 2 going into 3 in the morning, like 2:45, 2:50-ish right there. The fees were just so low. Because earlier in that same day, it was like $196 in fees. Ridiculous. Not doing it. And then later on at night, it was $45 in fees. I said, man, I'm going to just cop a little more Ethereum. Why not? You know, a little $70 worth and just drop it into Mononoke. Little did I know that ended up getting my position from last time I recorded with you guys about this. This was 1.8 trillion at the time. Now we're sitting at 7.75 trillion, boy. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I feel like that's wonderful to hold. And of course, you guys might be like, oh, but Jazz, remember, you know, this is 1 quintillion total supply. Apparently, I believe it should be divided in half. I do believe that they are doing a burn. I saw the moderator, I guess that is like the dev of the Telegram, and he was saying himself that they are planning the next burn. So these tokens are being burnt. It's not going to forever stay at 1 quintillion. But like I said in the previous video, if you guys haven't watched the Klee Kai versus Mononoke one, go check it out. I did say that I believe there's this many tokens out in supply right now because this is like a freebie for us to just stack up trillions and trillions and trillions at a time. Now, with that being said, I'm going to break down some math for you guys. Before this, I was on the fence once again. After I bought some, I was looking at my Klee Kai tokens, and they dropped in price. It goes up, it drops, it goes up, it drops. I'm still up. Right now, I'm up like 20-something bucks. You know, I've been averaging like being upwards of $40, then back to upwards of $20. And like I said, I'm still holding my 500 billion Klee, but I wanted to hear from you guys because I've been thinking, if I was to trade in my Klee holdings right now, which is only like $100-something worth, for Mononoke, instead of holding 500 billion Klee coins, that would get me an extra 10 to 12 trillion Mononoke coins, upping my position even more to almost 20 trillion coins of this project. Now, I know all the OG Klee holders they're going to be like, oh, nah, bro, you're betraying us, man. I'm not saying is that I don't believe in Klee. I for sure believe that project is going to move up. But you know me, guys, by now, if you've been watching my content, you know I'm a math guy. Money comes from math. It's a numbers game to me. So I'm like, okay, I got 500 billion of Klee. And I wasn't early to the game either. I bought Klee only a couple weeks ago, guys. I know this coin's been out for like 3 months or more, right? Mononoke has been out for 3 weeks. This is my chance to finally be in on a project so early that I could be holding trillions. Just like a lot of people out there are holding trillions of Klee coin, there's people out there holding trillions of Saitama. I mean, shoot, there was even people back in the beginning of the year holding trillions of Shiba coin before Shiba had his massive run up, and all those people holding trillions of those coins became millionaires. So I'm here like, man, like maybe it would be worth trading, but I'm like, let me run it by you guys first. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I don't want to look like a sellout, selling out my position in Klee, you know what I mean? But if Mononoke goes on the trend that what I'm thinking is going to be going on, man, that could be some serious cash flow. And I'm going to show you how that could be some serious cash flow. But before we do that, let me show you guys the game teaser, because even I was a little skeptical at first. A 3-week-old project, website just came out, tokenomics just came out, and there's a lot of questions. Everything's up in thin air. You know, the Telegram actually has been growing rapidly, about almost 3,000 people in the Telegram. As you can see, the current holders of the coin is 4,400 holders, and right now we're low. So even though we're on a downtrend, it's still holding an 11 million market cap. So I'm just saying, guys, before anything else, let's watch this trailer. I think it was pretty dope how it looks. I'm a fan of the anime and samurai era, so this definitely caught me. Let's check it out. So as you're looking, already I can see that just the design of this reminds me of, if you guys know Samurai Champloo, mixed with a bit of Inuyasha type of animations, because I like my old school anime. So already I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, so this is a play to earn game. And I remember this is also a game that is going to include like boss levels and higher levels, and there's going to be special rewards for those that score in the top 3, whatever that could mean. But as you guys saw there, just like I did, it clearly said coming December of 2021. That could only mean 2 things, guys. It can mean December of this year could be an incredible, amazing run-up for Mononoke, or it could be a disappointment. It could be a fluke, and people think, this is not the type of game that I think would make a big difference in the blockchain of Ethereum, and now we're not going to buy into it. But I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing right now, and once again, I'm not a financial advisor, but what I've been seeing lately about this project, to me, and I've been even telling my friends about, I've been telling my inner circle about this project. In fact, we've been talking about this project more than anything else, pretty well, aside from BoostCoin, but we've been talking about this project a lot within my inner circle. This looks like a potential big money-making machine, man. Think about it. You're holding trillions of anything, like I said, guys, with a decent type of stability behind it, and the dev teams actually coming through on their promises. This was step 1, because a teaser of the game was announced shortly after the coins first came out. Now, obviously, some people called BS. Some people said, all right, we'll stick around and see what you got. And as they promised, it was released. It was released. So that's already one golden thumbs up for the developers. And once again, like I said, I'm going to show you guys what it is when we have this many zeros, okay? And I know you people out there are saying, oh, but you know, too much of a big supply, 1 quintillion is way too much. It can never move up like that. Let me stop you there, buddy. Let me stop you there, because think about it. Let's look at Saitama. I see a lot of people comparing this coin to Saitama for some reason. I guess because they're both anime. But anyway, Saitama has 100 quadrillion max supply, right? So if Mononoke has 1 quintillion max supply, that's about a 10x of max supply that Saitama is holding. Pretty sure it's about a 10x. So if it is a 10x, and this is just me reading it based solely off of tokenomics, that means whatever we see Saitama hit, whatever new barriers we could see Saitama reach, we can at least be ensured that Mononoke is actually capable of hitting 10 times below that mark, since it has 10 times more supply. Fair enough? For example, for Saitama to hit 6 zeros, we're all waiting for that 10 billion market cap. I believe we're going to get there, because Saitama is going crazy with the marketing and the utility and everything that they're rolling out. But Mononoke is in its infancy stages still, guys. Not even a month old. So if Saitama hits a 10 billion market cap and hits 6 zeros, that means for Mononoke to hit a 10 billion market cap, that would put us at 7 zeros. Now, if you are holding at least 1 trillion of Mononoke for, as you can see on the screen in front of me right now, $11 right now at 7 zeros and the number 1 for just holding $11 worth of Mononoke right now. That would be a guaranteed $10,000. If we kill 3 zeros and you're holding at least 1 trillion. So let's use me for example. I'm right now holding 7.7 trillion. That means at a 10 billion market cap, my coins would be worth $77,000 just at 7 zeros in the number 1. And I remember when it goes up to the number 2, that's 77,000 times 2. And that's how much I'll have. And then times 3 when it hits 7 zeros and 3, so on and so forth. You get the point. That's a lot. That's a lot. And if you mean to tell me that $11 right now can get me 1 trillion coins, and I'm like 3 trillion or more like 2.3 trillion away from 10 trillion coins, that means I'm about like $20-$30 away from 10 trillion coins. And at 10 trillion coins and a 10 billion market cap with 7 zeros in the number 1, that is $100,000. Let that sink in for a bit. Versus if I'm holding my Klee Kai, which is 500 billion tokens, still very good, still a good amount. And the 500 billion tokens goes up to 10 billion market cap, like where Saitama is at. Since they both have the same max supply, Klee Kai and Saitama, that would put me at 6 zeros, meaning that my 500 billion tokens would be worth roughly around 50 grand at 6 zeros in the number 1. That's also great, but not as great as if I was to flip that Klee into Mononoke right now and Mononoke hits that 10 billion market cap. Man, listen, like I said, guys, we talking about 12 trillion plus the 7.7 trillion that I got. That's about 19. We'll go round it to 20. We're going to say 20 trillion, right? 20 trillion tokens at 10 billion market cap is $200,000. That's a brand new, well, I was going to say a house, but I live in Miami, so ain't no house costing no $200,000. And if it is, you better ask some questions about it. But probably in other states, that's a house right there, you know? So, yeah, guys, that's where I'm currently stuck on. And if you guys want to give me some pointers of what you think I should do, I'm definitely open to it. As you can tell, I kind of have my mind already leaning into one direction, but I want to hear what you guys think first, all right? I'm not betraying anything. I still believe Klee definitely has positive growth ahead of it. I'm also in the Klee Telegram, so I'm staying up to date with Klee as well. And I'm also excited to see the full game of Klee Run release and see what it's going to be about. But just being real, I personally did not get into Klee as early as I should have. Not as early as I am into Mononoke. So that's where I stand, guys. Let's get a quick look at how the overall market's looking. Beautiful as always. This is Q4. What else are we expecting? SHIB is still holding its line. Saitama broke an all-time high today. Boost broke an all-time high today. And Klee is still trading. It's trading right around where I first bought it at. So, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, guys, that's where I stand. Let's see what happens, huh? Let's see what happens. Do your own research. Don't just take my word for it, because if things go south and we all lose our money, do not point fingers this way, because I'm on the same boat as you guys, all right? All right, I'm just playing around. Anyways, guys, this is Jazz Royce, and I will catch you guys on the top.